Hi dear students, welcome to another class of electric charges and fields. We already discussed what is electric charge and how we can charge a body and the law connecting to electric charges. Okay, now we are going to the concept of electric field. Electric field. What do you understood electric field? We can consider some example. We know that the objects will fall on earth. You can consider some we know that some objects are fall on earth. Why it happens? It is because of the gravitational field around earth. So the objects are falling on the ground or the earth. It is because of the gravitational field present around the earth. At the same way, we know that magnets. In the case of a magnet, north and south pole will attract and two north poles will repel or two south poles will repel. That is because only of the condition that there is a field present around that particular magnet. Okay, so the magnet are attracted due to the field and it may be repelled, that's also because of the field. Okay, then at the same way we know that in the case of a charge, like charges repel. If we consider two positive charges, it will repel. And in the case of one positive and one negative charge, it will attract. Okay, so like charges repel and unlike charges attract. This is because an electric field is formed around the electric charge. So we can say that there is an electric field around that particular charge. So the space around the charged body in which the influence of the charge can be felt. That is, we can consider an example for a cricket ground. In the case of the cricket ground, there is a pitch is there. And we know that the boundary line. We can consider that pitch is the charge and the boundary as the influencing area. That is, the charge influences around that boundary. So that influencing the charge, the influence of the charge is there. That influencing area is called a electric field. അതായത് ചാർജ് നമ്മൾ കൺസിഡർ ചെയ്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ആ ചാർജിന് ചുറ്റും അതിൻ്റെ എഫക്റ്റ് ഉണ്ടാകുന്ന ആ ഒരു ഏരിയയാണ് നമ്മൾ ആ ഒരു ടോട്ടൽ ഭാഗത്തിനെയാണ് എന്തെന്ന് വിളിക്കുന്നത്, ഇലക്ട്രിക് ഫീൽഡ് എന്ന് വിളിക്കുന്നത്. ദ സ്പേസ് അറൗണ്ട് ദ ഇലക്ട്രിക് ചാർജ് ഈസ് കോൾഡ് ഇലക്ട്രിക് ഫീൽഡ്. Okay, due to that charge there may be repulsion, due to that field there may be repulsion or attraction happens. Okay, like the magnet, around the charges also have some fields. We all know about magnetic field, like the way around a charge there is a electric field is there. Okay. Now, electric field intensity. The strength of that particular electric field is called electric field intensity. So the electric field intensity is the measure of strength of an electric field. ആ ഇലക്ട്രിക് ഫീൽഡിൻ്റെ സ്ട്രെങ്ത്തിനെ നമുക്ക് എന്ത് വിളിക്കാം? ഇലക്ട്രിക് ഇൻറ്റൻസിറ്റി എന്ന് വിളിക്കാം. ഓക്കെ, intensity. Then electric intensity at any point in an electric field is the force acting on unit positive charge placed at that point. We can define that the electric field intensity at any point is an electric field is the force acting on a unit positive charge placed at that point. അതായത് നമ്മളൊരു യൂണിറ്റ് പോസിറ്റീവ് ചാർജ് ഒരു പെർട്ടിക്കുലർ പ്ലേസിൽ വെച്ചിരിക്കുന്നതായിട്ട് അസ്യൂം ചെയ്യാം. ആ യൂണിറ്റ് പോസിറ്റീവ് ചാർജിന് മുകളിൽ ആക്ട് ചെയ്യുന്ന ഫോഴ്സ് ആണ് എന്തെന്ന് പറയുന്നത്? ഇലക്ട്രിക് ഫീൽഡ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. That is, the electric field is the force acting on a unit positive charge placed at that point. Okay, so electric field intensity or electric field intensity is the force acting on a unit positive charge placed at that point. So we can write that as an equation, that is E is equal to F by Q0 if Q0 is considered to be a test charge. Okay, so E is equal to F by Q0 and it is a vector quantity because force is a vector quantity and charge is a scalar quantity. So electric field is also a vector quantity. From this equation we can write the unit of this electric field. What is that? Unit of electric field is Newton per Coulomb or V by M, volt per meter. That's also a unit of electric field. Okay, and the dimensions are ml, m raised to 1, l raised to 1, t raised to minus 3 and I raised to 1 or a raised to 1. Okay, so ml, t raised to minus 3, I raised to minus 1 is the dimensional formula for electric field. Okay, clear? Now, expression for electric field intensity due to a point charge. What is the electric field for a point charge? Okay, for that we can consider a point charge Q at a point A. Now we are considering a point charge Q at a particular point A. Okay, and consider test charge. Now Q0 is considered to be a test charge. So a test charge is situated at the point B. Okay, then the distance between this is R. The distance between this is R. And here nr cap is the unit vector between Q and Q0 or between A and B. So now we are considering a point charge Q and that is placed at the point A and a test charge B which is placed at the point, test charge Q0 which is placed at the point B and the distance between these are R and the unit vector is taken to be nr cap. Okay, then according to Coulomb's law we know that force is equal to, force between two charges is F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q0 R square n cap nr or nr cap. Here I drawn as n cap, that's why I taken it to be n cap. Okay, so force acting on that particular charges are 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q0 by R square into n cap. Then by the definition of electric field intensity, we know that electric field E is equal to F by Q0. F by Q0. So we can write it as E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q by R square n cap. E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q by R square n cap. Okay, that is the equation for electric field intensity. Electric field intensity. Then its magnitude is E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q by R square. Its magnitude is 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q by R square. Okay, clear? So once again, from the Coulomb's law, we know that the force between these two charges are F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q0 by R square into n cap. Then we know that the electric field intensity at point B is given as E is equal to F by Q0. That is by the definition. So from this equation, we will get this electric field intensity is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q by R square n cap. And the magnitude of electric field intensity is given as E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q by R square. Okay. Then we are moving to our next topic, that is electric field due to a system of charges. We already learned the electric field due to, not the electric field, force due to system of charges. Now we are moving to electric field due to the system of charges. Like the same way of the force, we can write this also by using the superposition principle. Okay. Then consider a system of charges. We are considering a system of charges Q1, Q2, Q3, etc. up to Qn with the position vectors R1, R2, R3, etc. Rn related to some origin. We are considering some origin. So, like the electric field at a point in space due to single charge, electric field at a point in space due to system of charges is defined to be the force experienced by a unit test charge placed at that point. അതായത് ഇലക്ട്രിക് ഫീൽഡിന്റെ കേസിൽ നമ്മൾ ഓൾറെഡി പറഞ്ഞു, അതിന്റെ ഡെഫിനിഷൻ പറഞ്ഞു അല്ലേ, ഒരു പെർട്ടിക്കുലർ പോയിന്റ് ചാർജ് ആക്ട് ചെയ്യുന്ന ഫോഴ്സ് ആണ്. പോസിറ്റീവ് ചാർജ് വെച്ചിരിക്കുന്ന ആ ഒരു ഏരിയയിൽ ആക്ട് ചെയ്യുന്ന ഫോഴ്സിനെയാണ് ഇലക്ട്രിക് ഫീൽഡ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. അതേ ഡെഫിനിഷൻ തന്നെയാണ് ഇതിന്റെ കേസിലും സിസ്റ്റം ഓഫ് ചാർജിന്റെ കേസിലും വരുന്നത്. ഓക്കെ, നൗ we can derive this by using Coulomb's law and the superposition principle due to determine the field at a point P denoted by the position vector R. So we can move to that figure. Okay, here you can see a figure. There are many charges that are Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. 4 charges. Here we considered 4 charges. And the corresponding electric fields are, for Q1 it is E1, and for Q2 it is E2, and Q3 it is E3, and Q4 it is E4. And we are considering the point P, the field acting between that point P. Then in between this P and 2, the distance is R2P, and the same way for Q1 and P it is R1P, and Q3 and P it is R3P, and Q4 and P it is R4P. Okay, like that we can consider. And we can consider 2 charges, means Q1. We can consider Q1 and P. So electric field E1 at P, we can find this E1. We can consider these 2 charges only. We placed a charge here. That charge is P. We consider it to be P. It may be a point charge, means a unit charge. So at that point P, there will be a unit positive charge. So the electric field E1 must be equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 by R1P cap, because the distance is taken to be R1P. So that is the equation for the electric field at this point and due to the charge Q1. So E1 equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 by R1P square R1P cap. So in the same manner we can consider for Q2 also, means the electric field E2. Then the electric field E2 equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q2 divided by R2P square R2P cap. So we got two electric fields E1 and E2. So here R1P is the unit vector in the direction from Q1 to P. Q1 ൽ നിന്ന് P യിലേക്കുള്ള ആ ഡയറക്ഷൻ ഇൻഡിക്കേറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്ന യൂണിറ്റ് വെക്ടർ ആണ് ഏത്? R1P എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. And R1P is the distance between Q1 and P. And it is the distance between Q1 and P. R1P cap is the unit vector between Q1 and P. Okay. And in the case of R2P cap, it is the unit vector in the direction Q2 to P. And R2P is the distance between Q2 and P. Okay. Similar way, we can consider for E4, E3, etc. En if there is n charges. Okay. So the total electric field is the sum of that individual fields. So that is from the superposition principle. So by the superposition principle, the electric field E at P due to the system of charges is E or E of R, means here indicates the distance. So that is not needed, I think. We can simply write E. So E is equal to E1 plus E2 plus etc. plus En, or E1 of R is equal to ER is equal to E1 of R plus E2 of R plus etc. up to En of R. So we know the values for this particular electric field. So for E1 we know that 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 by R1P square R1P cap. And like the way E2 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q2 by R2P square R2P cap, etc. If we consider for En, then it is 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Qn by Rnp square Rnp cap. So now we can take this Q1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 outside, then we will get 1 by, what we will get? 1 by R1P square R1P cap, and here also 1 by R2P square R2P cap. So for this we can write 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0. In this equation we can take 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 outside, because that is only common here. Here Q1 and Q2, Q3 etc. are different. So we can take E from this equation. E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0. No need of this Q1. Okay, Q1 is not needed here. So that we can write as, no need of this, 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 summation I equal to 1 to n Qi by R1P square R1P cap. No need of this 1P. We can put, instead of this 1P, it is RIP square RIP cap. Okay, so the equation for the electric field is E of R, or E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 summation I equal to 1 to n Qi divided by RIP square RIP cap. This is the actual equation. There is a small printing mistake is here. Okay, so for the electric field, according to superposition principle, for the system of charges, electric field is E of R is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 summation I is equal to 1 to n Qi by Rip square Rip cap. Okay, electric field is a vector quantity that varies from one point to another point in space and is determined from the positions of the source charge. That electric field we can determine by using the position of our source charge. Okay, clear I think. So now we discussed about the electric field and equation for the electric field and also equation for electric field for a system of charges. Okay. Now, what is the physical significance of this electric field? Physical significance. So, electric field is a elegant way of characterizing the electrical environment of system of charges. അതായത് സിസ്റ്റം ഓഫ് ചാർജസിൻ്റെ ക്യാരക്ടറൈസേഷൻ്റെ ഏറ്റവും ആപ്റ്റ് വേ ആണ് ഏതെന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ഇലക്ട്രിക് ഫീൽഡ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. ഓക്കെ, അതായത് അതിൻ്റെ ഇലക്ട്രിക്കൽ എൻവിറോൺമെൻറ്റ് എന്താണ്, ആ ഒരു ഫീൽഡ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ഇലക്ട്രിക്കൽ എൻവിറോൺമെൻറ്റ്, ഒരു സിസ്റ്റത്തിൻ്റെ ഇലക്ട്രിക്കൽ എൻവിറോൺമെൻറ്റ് എന്താണ് എന്നുള്ളതാണ് അവിടെ കാണിച്ച് തരുന്നത്. ഓക്കെ ആണല്ലോ. ദെൻ രണ്ടാമത്തെ പോയിന്റ്, സെക്കൻഡ് പോയിന്റ്, that is electric field at a point in the space around a system of charges tells you the force that a unit positive test charge would experience if placed at that point. അത് ഇലക്ട്രിക് ഫീൽഡ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ഒരു സ്പേസിൽ നമ്മൾ കൺസിഡർ ചെയ്യുകയാണെങ്കിൽ സിസ്റ്റം ഓഫ് ചാർജസിന്റെ കേസിൽ അവിടെ ആക്ട് ചെയ്യുന്ന ആ ഒരു ഫോഴ്സ് ആണ്, ഫോഴ്സ് ദാറ്റ് എ യൂണിറ്റ് പോസിറ്റീവ് ടെസ്റ്റ് ചാർജ്, ആ ടെസ്റ്റ് ചാർജിന് മുകളിൽ എത്ര ഫോഴ്സ് ആക്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട് എന്നുള്ളതാണ് ഏതുകൊണ്ട് കിട്ടുന്നത്, നമുക്ക് ഇലക്ട്രിക് ഫീൽഡ് കൊണ്ട് മനസ്സിലാക്കേണ്ടത്. Okay, that is the electric field at a point in a space around a system of charges tells you the force that a unit positive test charge would experience if placed at that point. Okay, എത്രമാത്രം ചാർജ് അവിടെ എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ് ചെയ്യുന്നു എന്നുള്ളതാണ് കിട്ടുന്നത്. And മൂന്നാമത്തെ third one, the electric field is a characteristics of the system of charges and is independent of the test charge that you place at a point to determine the field. അവിടെ അത് എന്തിന് ഇൻഡിപെൻഡൻ്റ് ആണ്? ആ ടെസ്റ്റ് ചാർജിന് ഇൻഡിപെൻഡൻ്റ് ആണ്. സോഴ്സ് ചാർജിനെ മാത്രമേ അവിടെ എന്ത് ചെയ്യുന്നുള്ളൂ, ഡിപ്പെൻഡ് ചെയ്യുന്നുള്ളൂ. ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് ഇൻഡിപെൻഡൻ്റ് ഓഫ് ദാറ്റ് ടെസ്റ്റ് ചാർജ്. Q0 നമ്മൾ നേരത്തെ കൺസിഡർ ചെയ്തു Q0. So it is independent of that Q0. Okay, clear? So that are the physical significance. Again two more physical significance, that are the term field in physics generally refers to the quantity that is determined at every point in space and may vary from point to point. അതായത് ഫിസിക്സിൽ നമുക്ക് ജനറലി റെഫർ ചെയ്യുന്നത്, അതായത് ഫീൽഡ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് കൊണ്ട് റെഫർ ചെയ്യുന്നത്, ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് ഡിഫൈൻഡ് ആസ് പോയിന്റ് ഇൻ സ്പേസ്, അതായത് സ്പേസിലെ ഒരു പോയിന്റ് ആയിട്ടാണ് നമ്മൾ കൺസിഡർ ചെയ്യുന്നത്. ദാറ്റ് മേ വാരി ഫ്രം പോയിന്റ് ടു പോയിന്റ്. ആ ഫീൽഡ് ഒരു പോയിന്റിൽ നിന്ന് മറ്റൊരു പോയിന്റിലേക്ക് നമ്മൾ കൺസിഡർ ചെയ്യുന്ന സമയത്ത് ദാറ്റ് മേ വാരി. ആൻഡ് ഇലക്ട്രിക് ഫീൽഡ് ഈസ് എ വെക്ടർ field. Electric field എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ഒരു വെക്ടർ ഫീൽഡ് ആണ്, since force is a vector quantity. So that are the physical significance. Once again I will repeat, electric field is an elegant way of characterizing the electrical environment of a system of charges. And second point, electric field at a point in the space around a system of charges tells you the force that a unit positive charge would experience if placed at that point. And third one, electric field is a characteristics of system of charges and is independent of the test charge that you placed at a point to determine the field. And the fourth one, the term field in physics generally refers to the quantity that is defined at every point in space and may vary from point to point. And the last point, electric field is a vector quantity since force is a vector quantity. Okay. Now we can move for our next topic, that is types of electric field. Okay, what are the types of electric field? Basically, electric field can be classified as three, that are uniform electric field, non-uniform electric field, radial electric field. Okay, that are the three types of electric fields. First one, uniform electric field. Second one, non-uniform electric field. And the third one, radial electric field. Okay, then what is uniform electric field? In this figure, you can see that the electric field lies like this. Means when a magnitude as well as direction of electric field is E, the intensity is same at all the point in the electric field. അതായത് ഇലക്ട്രിക് ഫീൽഡിന്റെ ഇന്റൻസിറ്റി എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് എല്ലായിടത്തും ഒരുപോലെയാണെങ്കിൽ, സെയിം ആണെങ്കിൽ, so that type of electric field may be known as uniform electric field. Okay, so electric field having magnitude and direction, and electric field intensity is same at all points in the electric field is called uniform electric field. We will represent the electric field lines as parallel lines. Parallel. Okay, then non-uniform electric field. Non-uniform means there are a different at different points in field. That is, the electric field intensity are different at different points in the field. Like that. It is not parallel. Okay. So, when the magnitude and direction of electric field intensity are different at different points in the field, then that type of field is known as non-uniform electric field. Okay. അവിടെ different ആയിരിക്കും. യൂണിഫോം ആണെങ്കിൽ എല്ലായിടത്തും എല്ലാ പോയിന്റിലും ഫീൽഡ് ഇന്റൻസിറ്റി സെയിം ആയിരിക്കും. നോൺ യൂണിഫോം ആകുമ്പോൾ അവിടെ ഡിഫറെന്റ് ആയിരിക്കും. ഓരോ പോയിന്റിലും അത് ഡിഫറെന്റ് ആയിരിക്കും. ആൻഡ് ദ തേർഡ് വൺ, റേഡിയൽ ഇലക്ട്രിക് ഫീൽഡ്. So in this case you can see that the electric field is outward, or there may be inward also possible. So for the field is directed towards or away from the same fixed point. So here it is a fixed point. Here you can see that it is away from that point. So that type of fields are known as radial electric field. It may be inward or outward. Okay, towards that point or away from that point. That is called radial electric field. Okay, so the first one, uniform, means electric field intensity same at all the points. Second one, non-uniform, the electric field intensity is different from point to point. And third one, radial. The radial electric field directed towards or away from same fixed point. Okay, clear? Then electric lines of fields. We can draw some arbitrary line to represent our electric fields. That is known as electric field lines. The arbitrarily field lines. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ നമ്മളൊരു ആർബിട്രറി ആയിട്ട്, നമ്മൾ ഇമാജിനറി ആയിട്ട് വരയ്ക്കുന്ന ലൈൻസ് ആണ് ഇവിടെ ഇലക്ട്രിക് ഫീൽഡിനെ റെപ്രസെന്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നതിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് വരയ്ക്കുന്ന ലൈൻസ് ആണ് നമ്മൾ എന്ത് വിളിക്കുന്നത്? ഇലക്ട്രിക് ഫീൽഡ് ലൈൻസ്. സോ ദ ഇലക്ട്രിക് ഫീൽഡ് ലൈൻസ് ആർ ദ ആർബിട്രറി ലൈൻസ് ദാറ്റ് ഡ്രോയിങ് ടു റെപ്രസെന്റ് an electric field. Okay, so it is defined as the path described by a small positive charge placed in a electric field, and the line of force due to different charges. We can consider for the different charges what is the types of line of force. So electric field is an arbitrary or the imaginary lines to represent the electric field. So now we can consider for two types of charges. We can consider the electric field for a point charge, positive or negative. So in the case of the positive charge, electric field always radially outward, means it starts from that positive charge, it ends to any infinite point that you can see here. Here some arrow marks we can make like this. Okay, so for a positive charge, the electric field lines are radially outward. And for the negative charge, the electric field lines starting from any point or infinity and it ends to that particular charge. So it is inward, radially inward. We can say that the electric field for a negative charge is radially inward. So we can represent the arrow mark like this. So these are very important. Sometimes in examination it may cut. So these are very important. It may ask in the examination also. Okay, and we can move to another types of field lines. That are, if we consider two positive charge, then the electric field is like this. Means at this point you can see that there is a repulsion happens. Means the field lines bend from this point. The field lines bend from this point. Okay. So that is the electric field for a pair of like charges. At the same way we can represent it for negative charges also. In the case of negative charge, the S arrow mark will be inward. For a positive charge, that arrow mark outward. Okay. And if we consider a pair of unlike charges, in the case of unlike charges, that electric fields are starting from this positive charge and it ends to this negative charge like this. The arrow mark is like this. Here it is positive and here it is negative. So this is same as the field around a magnet. Okay, so these four representations are very important. Okay, electric field lines for a positive charge and for a negative charge, and the pair of like charge and a pair of unlike charges, that are very important. Okay, then what are the properties of that particular field lines? Properties of electric field lines. Okay, the first one, they start from positive charge and end at the negative charge. So electric field lines starting from a positive charge and it ends to the negative charge. And for the point charges, the electric field starts or end from infinity. It may start or end from infinity. Okay, and in a charge-free region, the electric field lines can be taken to be continuous curves without any break. That is, in a charge-free region, here charge is there, but in this regions there is no charge. So in particular this region, that field lines is taken to be continuous curves. അതായത് ഈ ഒരു ഭാഗത്ത് curved ആയിട്ടായിരിക്കും കിട്ടുന്നത്. ചാർജ് ഇല്ലാത്തൊരു ഭാഗമാണ് കൺസിഡർ ചെയ്യുന്നതെങ്കിൽ അവിടുത്തെ ഫീൽഡ് ലൈൻസ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് curved ആയിരിക്കും. Okay, then they do not pass through conductors. Electric field lines will not pass through any conductors. Okay, it will pass through the space, but it will not pass through any conductors. Okay, and the next point, they never intersect each other. Two electric field lines never intersect. ഒരിക്കലും എന്ത് ചെയ്യില്ല, രണ്ട് ഫീൽഡ് ലൈനുകൾ കൂട്ടിമുട്ടില്ല. So in the case of two lines of force intersect at a point, then it means that the point electric field has two direction. ഒരുപക്ഷെ അത് കൂട്ടിമുട്ടുകയാണെങ്കിൽ നമ്മൾ മനസ്സിലാക്കണം ആ ഇലക്ട്രിക് ഫീൽഡ് എന്തുണ്ട്, രണ്ട് ഡയറക്ഷൻ ഉണ്ട്. അത് ഒരിക്കലും പോസിബിൾ അല്ല. കാരണം എന്താ? ബൈ ദ ഡെഫിനിഷൻ ഇറ്റ് വിൽ നോട്ട് പോസിബിൾ. Okay, so two electric field lines never intersect. And next point, electrostatic field lines or electric field lines do not form any closed loop. A field lines do not form any closed loop. It will not form any closed loop. ഒരു closed loop form ചെയ്യില്ല. In a uniform electric field, line of force are parallel. That I already told. In a uniform electric field, line of force are parallel. Parallel lines ആയിരിക്കും ഏതിൻ്റെ കേസിൽ? For a uniform electric fields. The uniform electric field lines are represented like this. By using the parallel lines. Okay. And next one. The number density of the electric field lines at a point gives the strength of electric field at that point. Number density. What is mean by number density? The number of electric field lines passing through a particular area or particular region. ഒരു particular regionിലൂടെ പോകുന്ന ഫീൽഡ് ലൈൻസിൻ്റെ എണ്ണം, അതിനെയാണ് നമ്മൾ എന്ത് വിളിക്കുന്നത്? നമ്പർ ഡെൻസിറ്റി എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. സോ നമ്പർ ഡെൻസിറ്റി നമുക്ക് കിട്ടുന്നത് എന്താണ്? സ്ട്രെങ്ത് ഓർ ഇൻറ്റൻസിറ്റി ഓഫ് ദാറ്റ് പെർട്ടിക്കുലർ ഇലക്ട്രിക് ഫീൽഡ്. ഓക്കെ, സോ നമ്പർ ഡെൻസിറ്റി ഗിവ്സ് ദ സ്ട്രെങ്ത് ഓഫ് ദ ഇലക്ട്രിക് ഫീൽഡ്. ഓക്കെ, ദെൻ നെക്സ്റ്റ് പോയിന്റ്, ദ ടാൻജന്റ് ഡ്രോൺ to the electric field lines at a point gives the direction of electric field. Tangent, if we draw a tangent, that gives the direction of electric field lines. Okay, these are the major properties for a electric field line. Okay, so the electric field line starts from positive charge and ends at the negative charge. In charge-free region, electric field lines can be taken to be continuous curve. And next point, they do not pass through a conductor. And the next point, they never intersect. Then electric field lines do not form any closed loop. For a uniform electric field, line of force are parallel, and the number density gives the strength or intensity of the electric field, and the tangent gives the direction of electric field. Okay, in this session we already discussed about electric field due to a system of charges, and electric field for a point charge means positive and negative charge, and electric field for like charges, electric field for unlike charges, and properties of electric field. I hope that you understood all the points. Okay, thank you.